fact, we're going to... Well, you'll see here in a bit. To planet Earth, but they call it Planet Burbank. So yeah. We are now in a museum. A kind of creepy, darker museum for some reason. Anyway.
This is Mike Stout. I'm a designer at Insomniac Games. Hi, welcome to the Insomniac Museum. Here you'll see some of the great things that never quite made it into the game, and you'll learn a little bit about life here at Insomniac Games.
As of 2003.
Hello, my name is Brian Allgeier, the design director at Insomniac Games. These floating spherical monstrosities are the elusive gravity spheres, which were originally going to be included in Silver City. They proved to be too difficult, and a bit nauseating, to be included. They are preserved here for posterity. Swing shot up to try running around one, and then swing shot again to get off the sphere.
Yeah. Let's see. Slingshot. Yeah, this would be pretty nauseating, as you all can tell. As Danny would say on Game Grumps. Let's see. And you can actually run around the walls on here. Hold on. You can run around the walls because I decided to do it like this. There's something you can do, but it gets a little annoying, so I just jump off them usually.
Hi there, my name's Tim Trespass. I'm a gameplay programmer here at Insomniac Games. I'm a Leo from Washington, D.C. I like anime and shiny objects. This car was originally going to be included in the battle with the giant robot on Snivlac. Unfortunately, its lack of heavy weaponry proved its bane. It now calls the Insomniac Museum its home.
This would have been kind of cool to have, but yeah, as he said. So I kind of like this. You get to test out the things that, I mean, technically you could say they made it into the game, but not in the content, not in the way they wanted it to, basically. You can just float all around, speed of sound, but I'm gonna walk around. I need the exercise, you know. Anyway.
Hiya! This is Oliver Wade, the animation director here at Insomniac Games. The three-headed Hydra was a big cut from Ratchet and Clank 1. It was originally intended as a mini-boss on Pokitaru. Ratchet battled this beast whilst riding a boat through blowfish-infested waters. However, it didn't end up being that much fun at all. Hiya!
Hold on.
This is
And
Oliver
rather
Wade,
they
the animation
than
director
spend
here at
an
Insomniac Games.
infinite
The
or
three-headed Hydra was a big cut
I can't
from
read that
Ratchet
word,
and Clank
amounts
1.
of time on it, it was
originally
eventually
intended as a
scrapped.
mini-boss.
So he didn't say everything that was on there. You can actually read some things that are a little different. Let's see. You can get some bolts here, just not that many. Anyway, let's see what he has to say.
My name is Chris Town, and I'm a tester here at Insomniac Games. Here at Insomniac, we're so hopped up on caffeine that we bounce off the walls! You can do the same with these gravity ramps.
Oh, yay. Whoa. Like I said, it can get a little annoying because you want to get back on the ground and it doesn't always work for you, but, you know. But yeah, the thing that's kind of creepy about this place is just, that can be a little creepy, is just the lack of sound and like the, now you can get hit. That's like a hit dummy thing. Let's see. Anyway, this guy is just texting, whoa. And what's cool, hold on.
Hi, my name is Tony Garcia and I'm a programmer at Insomniac Games. This little demonstration allows you to create your own shot effect. Using the magic of debug technology, you can edit the shot's size and color, and then watch the bandit shoot it at the Blockman. Don't feel too sorry for the Blockman though, he's evil.
That's right, the Blockman is evil. Okay, make your own effects. You can like do this. You do the font thickness and like the trail thickness. Like, okay, you gotta look at this thing, and then it'll, let's see, like the end thickness, all that stuff. You can make it all bigger. Texture rot, length, and that's how it looks from that angle. Anyway, but yeah, you could do all this, and oh, you could change the way it looks. Anyway, you can change the color. You get the idea. I don't want to spend all day here. I could kind of do that and have fun, but you know.
Tony Garcia here. This wonder of an explosion was created especially for Ratchet and Clank 2. Its extreme versatility allowed it to creep into many different places in the game. You'll even see it in the electrolyzer puzzles. Stand on the blue pad to make your own explosions.
Scale. Woo! I don't know. Moon rocks. Number of silver. You increase, decrease, and all that stuff, but you get the idea. Let's see what happens if I get rid of the red, mostly. You know what? Actually, I better not, in case someone. I mean, proceed to this episode with caution, basically. Let's see, because I didn't think about the fact that someone could. Of course, don't play this game if you have a bad case of seizures, basically. Anyway, what do you have to say?
My name's Corey Stockton, and I'm a designer here at Insomniac Games. You may recognize this drill from Ratchet and Clank 1. It was held by a large construction worker who gives you a lump of raritanium. This is originally a weapon called the Revolverator. Ratchet would strike enemies with it and then spin them over his head. Corey here. You may
and it
recognize this drill
says,
from Ratchet and
unfortunately,
Clank 1.
this ended up
It was
leaving
held by a
Ratchet
large
open for
construction
attack
worker who
and
gives you
also
lump of
required a lot of
raritanium.
bolts
This is originally a weapon called the
to
Revolverator.
pull off, so it was cut. Okay. Yeah, I usually just listen to them, but sometimes they make you have to read. Let's see. But yeah, this quiet music, if you recognize it from that one desert planet. But yeah, we have, hold on. Enter ship. Oh yeah. There is supposed to be a ship here. I think in the PS3 version, though, it's not here. I guess. I don't remember for sure. Anyway, let's see what this guy has to say.
Hello, this is Pedro Hastinas. I'm a gameplay programmer at Insomniac Games. This dummy was created to test the new reaction system which we added to Ratchet and Clank 2. With this system, enemies would always be sure to react appropriately to being damaged without a ton of hassle. Go ahead and hit him. He won't mind.
Apparently he's evil, though. Well, unless it's just the other one. Anyway, let's go this way now.
Tony Garcia here. Using these 3 blue pads, you can edit the 3 particle effects in the center of the room. Go ahead, play around with them. You can achieve some truly great effects this way.
Yeah, they do different. See, this one's like to make your own effect. Oh. Well, whatever. It does various things, basically. Oh yeah, there is a puzzle here. But, by the way, you can die in this place, and you'll see here in a bit, but it's like, you know, it's if you're stupid enough. Whoa. Never mind that.
Hey, this is Peter again. This was created to test screen buffer effects. Screen buffer effects are used to create things like distortion bubbles and heat hazing. This, however, ends up looking like a hall of mirrors. Can you guess why?
I don't think I can directly guess why. Let's see, and okay, that was over here. So yeah, see, I can get some bolts here. Let's see. Oh yeah, here's a tentacle monster thing.
Corey here. This monstrous robotic squid was created for one of the Ratchet and Clank 2 prototype levels. Since that level never made it into the finished game, however, neither did poor Squiddy.
It looks like something that could be on there. What does this guy look like? Yeah. Let's see. Alright. If I see that. Here we have another ship. I don't think there's any information on it. I guess it's just one of the ships that didn't make it. Okay. Anyway, let's look in here first.
Chris here. This helmet was the original model for the Hologuise gadget in Ratchet and Clank 1. It was eventually changed to the handheld model you see in the finished game for reasons unknown. However, we once again suspect it was due to the squirrels with hacksaws.
Let's see.
Hello, I'm Carl Grande, the QA manager here at Insomniac Games. This gadget was originally intended for Ratchet & Clank 1. Unfortunately, it didn't make the cut, and so never saw the light of day. It now makes its home here at Insomniac Museum, gone but not forgotten.
It'd be really great if there was like a real Insomniac Museum, like a real life one. And it'd be kind of cool if they, well, I guess they wouldn't have it for the newest, for the Spyro Insane, or excuse me, Spyro Reignited trilogy. I'm trying to see what was past here because this is not all connected. Anyway, but yeah, the Spyro Reignited trilogy. It'd be nice if there was like a Insomniac game or Insomniac Museum thing there, but it's not being made by Insomniac game. You know what I mean?
Mike Stout here. Have you ever wanted to create your own infiltrator puzzle? Well, now you can. Just stand on the blue pad and play around with the values a bit. Confound your friends and amaze your enemies.
Whoa. Yeah, you can mess around with this and let's have the start time be let's see. Let's give us plenty of time. Whatever, never mind. You get the idea. You can edit around with it. You can make your own. There's a lot of cool things. Let's see. And ladies and gentlemen, I shall return. Alright, I'm back. I was just messaging someone. And there was that.
Hey, this is Peter again. This little widget was used to test our new chunk system. We lovingly call it the corn system. Notice how all the breakables in this game are much prettier? Well, that's corn working hard for you. Give it a whack and see what it does.
I did. That's cool. Let's see what you have to say.
Mike Stout here. Fear the random robot NPC. This robot never made it into Ratchet and Clank 1 because of the fabled Day of Poultry, when chickens swarmed over our offices and pecked the computer, holding this mechanical darling to pieces. We were able to retrieve her eventually, though.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what they meant by that. Don't know if they were being serious or if that was just their excuse of saying something went wrong. Maybe there was a virus that was named the poultry or chicken thing. Probably just a lovingly way of saying we screwed up. Anyway, sometimes it can get a little confusing of where to go. Trying to remember exactly where to, which place I haven't seen yet. I was thinking there's, before we go through there, because I know there's a puzzle thing there, trying to think about where things are, you know. Let's see, I think if I go through here... No, not here. Oh yeah, we still got some information to hear about.
Hi, my name is Sean Whistler, and I'm a tester here at Insomniac Games. Don't worry, Ratchet. You wouldn't have had to fight this monster even if he did make it into the game. This giant bug ship was intended to act as scenery only, flying from place to place to ensure high detail on buildings, while leaving the play area open. Sean
Alas,
here.
it was
worry,
cut
Ratchet.
due to time
You wouldn't have had to
constraints.
fight this monster even if he did make it into the game. This giant bug ship was intended to act as scenery only, flying from place to place to ensure high detail on buildings, while leaving the play area open.
While leaving play area open to
Don't
run
worry,
around
Ratchet.
while you
You
fight
wouldn't have-
giant robots. Anyway. I don't know why I don't read the whole thing.
Hey, it's Tim. This monstrosity was intended to be a boss battle fought on the jet ski gadget. Seeing as the jet ski never made it in Ratchet and Clank, however, neither did this boss. May he rest in pieces. Hey, it's Tim. This monstrosity was intended to be
he did read that part.
Sean here. This guy was originally intended to be an enemy in the ill-fated jet ski level that never made it into Ratchet and Clank 1. A moment of silence, please, for this gentle giant, torn down in his prime.
Let's see. Okay, we heard about these. There's something else around here. I wanted in the sounds. Oh, here we go. Here's another thing.
Greetings, this is Oliver Wade, the animation director at Insomniac Games, doing an atrocious British accent. This is the original Gadgetron vendor from Ratchet and Clank 1. The official reason it was cut had something to do with saving memory. The real reason has a lot to do with squirrels, hacksaws, and our lawyers. I can say no more, because I am no longer able to do this accent.
So yeah, this would have been the Gadgetron vendor. Hello! So they give a little history on both the Ratchet and Clank games that were out at the time. This, obviously. Here we go, here's this one.
Hi, I'm Leslie Matheson. I'm a designer here at Insomniac Games. This was intended to be the water system for Ratchet and Clank. However, as even this little patch of water taxes the game engine to its limits, a modified and severely optimized form was what eventually made it into the game. To see this patch in action, press circle.
I'll do that here in a second. Okay. Yeah, this would have been way too complicated for the PS2. This is more fitting here on the PS3. Well, even then, the PS3, it wouldn't be as, you know... And then square, you can freeze it. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, that would have been way too complicated when it comes to, you know... Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, I was like, what's going on here? Alright, wow. Got quite a bit of distance there. Okay, alright, look at that. Now let's go outside. I think we looked at everything on the inside. I think. Pretty sure we did. Yeah, just this dark area and the way the music is. I've already explained it. Whoop. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. You have to kind of pay attention to a lot of things. There we go. Whew. Anyway, if you hear a background sound, it's a train. So I live near train tracks. Let's see, and...
Hey, this is Peter again. These teleporters were originally intended to go into several of the levels. Due to time constraints, however, they were eventually cut.
Wait, what was
Hey,
it?
this is Peter again. These teleporters were originally intended to go into several of the levels.
Okay, so, although it does kind of look like it's better that they end up with the ones that they have now. Well, it does kind of seem like they take a little bit to, you know...
Brian Allgeier here. These escalating rows of blocks were used when we were in the early stages of creating Ratchet and Clank 1. They were used to test Ratchet's jump heights and jump distances to see which would be the most fun.
So yeah, this is what this is. And let's try this. There we go. Yeah!
Brian Allgeier here. These walls, which range from narrow to wide, were used to test wall kick distances for the original Ratchet and Clank.
So yeah. These distant thingy jiggers. Okay, I don't know if there's like a thing here. Alright, let's see. And...
Brian Allgeier here. These ramps get steeper and steeper as you go on. They were used to test how Ratchet's feet respond to different floor angles. It also helped establish that a 45-degree angle was the sharpest that Ratchet should be able to walk up.
So this is basically what it does. We can just walk up here. Keep on walking. And they said 45. Not quite there. And so when you try this, it just only goes like halfway. Can't even do that. However, when you have the thing I keep talking about after you beat the game once, you get to go all the way up here, and those things do have, those blue things do have collision, so you know. Let's see. Whee! So there's a reason I actually come back to the Insomniac Museum if you come here without beating the game once. I can't remember if there's actually anything through here. This may have just been the way they designed it. Let's see. Oh yeah, now it's... Anyway, I can't remember if you can actually... You might be able to actually destroy those? I can't remember for sure. Oh yeah, the one that's invisible for some reason in this version is a taxi. Taxi-like one. I'm thinking this might be... I don't know for sure how I'm going to do this, but this might end up being its own episode, ladies and gentlemen. And here's lady person talking, or that's going to be talking.
Hi, Leslie here. This gravity tower was created to test the magnet boots in Ratchet and Clank 1. However, with the new gravity boots that Ratchet gets in Ratchet and Clank 2, this tower is much more fun. Can you imagine scaling this tower while walking at half of Ratchet's speed? Yeah, we thought so.
So yeah, now it's, this was, they were like, yeah, he's going a little too slow. Let's see. Alright, just messaging someone back as I'm playing. Yeah, this can get a little disorienting, can't it, ladies and gentlemen? I'll just jump off now. Alright, well there's my ship down there. Yeah, this is what I mean by you can die. I don't know why I said that randomly loud. I wonder what that's supposed to be over there. Whatever. But yeah, just it's the same thing over and over. Textures in the background. Yeah, right down there. I mean, you can see it, but I'm just gonna do this anyway, just to get a zoom in. Hello, ship. I don't know. Let's see. And words and such. I'm gonna get up there if I can. Oh, there we go. I was liking someone's picture on Instagram because I'm a good friend, you know. Whoop. Alright, I think, yeah, this is the way to that big sphere. So many of these like random moments of like whenever you figure something out really remind it, like I think it always brings me back to Frogger, because it's always, oh, actually I better not do that because you can get stuck in there. You can get stuck in between the vents. But so many of these moments on these games, like they always bring me back to Frogger whenever I had those aha moments. Now when you go through here, hold on. When you go through here, see if I can find it. Oh yeah, there's an unused thing here. I don't know why it's unused. What he would even say. I don't know if they were intending it to be unused. But that could be an extra for an extra thing. Like, you know, by that I mean like it could be an extra. Whoa. Anyway, but yeah, it could be an extra to say this was originally supposed to have this, but it was cut due to time constraints. Let's see. But it was cut due to time constraints, even though it's right here. Whatever. Yeah, I know what they mean by it. So what does this do now? Oh yeah, it just brings me back here. And ladies and gentlemen, I think that can be it for today for our tour of the Insomniac Museum and Ratchet & Clank Going Commando. Let's return to ship. And that should be it for today, considering we are past an hour on here. So, on the planet Bandon. Alright. Anyway. So yeah, until next time, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, subscribe if you want to. Like these videos if you want to. I said that kind of backwards. And you'll hear me next time.